Hey, good morning, boys and girls. Today is Friday, March 20th, the year 2020. Now, boys and girls, do you remember when March is going to be over? What month would it be? Let's say, how many months are in a year? Right, 12. So let's say them. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Now, here's March. What did we say comes after March? April. Very good, April. And what season are we in now? I forgot to tell you that yesterday. Yesterday was the first day of spring. You wouldn't know it because we're stuck inside the house. But I'm sure you're being very good. Just like my t-shirt says, you're being kind. Especially if you have a brother or sister at home. You're being nice and you're cleaning up after yourselves. I don't want to find out later that somebody hasn't been listening to their mommy and daddy. Or whoever's taking care of you. Maybe it's grandma and grandpa. So everybody needs to do their part, boys and girls. So let's begin by talking about Jesus. Now remember we talked about Jesus growing up and that he was a little kid just like you, and he did all kinds of stuff like a little kid does. And as he was growing up, we saw the other day that his cousin John baptized him in the river. Well, now he's a man and he's out with his mom. And I'm going to read you the story of the first miracle, and we'll discuss what a miracle means. The third day, there was a marriage, a wedding. Jesus and his mother and the disciples went to the wedding. And when they wanted wine, the mother of Jesus said to him, "They have no more wine." Jesus said to her, "Woman, what would you have to me do? It is not yet time for me to act." That means he needs to tell everybody and start showing everybody that he is God's son. His mother said to him, "Whatever he says you do, you do." So the servant boy comes. Now there were 6 stone water pots standing there for purification, holding 23 gallons. Jesus says, "Go fill them with water." Okay, then draw some out and take some to your master. When the master of the feast tasted the water, it was not water anymore, it was wine. And this was Jesus' first miracle. He made water into wine. See the picture? Look, the servant boy he can't even imagine. He says there was water in there. And he pours it out and it's wine. And the wedding goes on and nobody knew what Jesus did, just them. And that was his first miracle. A miracle is something special that happens that no one can explain how it happened. So Jesus began his journey telling people about God. Now, what we're going to do today is the lions are going to find these things in the story. Here is the wedding. We got to find a Bible, the wedding cake, a drumstick, a goblet where you drink wine, a jug where the water was turned into wine, and a ring for the wedding. After you find them, go ahead and color the picture. My little bears are going to color this picture. Here is the servant boy giving the father of the bride some wine out of a jug that was full of water. But Jesus created a miracle, and it now has wine.